Are we good? Are you okay, Twitch? Can y'all see me? Hi. Hi. I don't know what happened. So I checked the status of the ingest server. Ingest server was up. For whatever reason, my OBS just disconnected and we didn't lose anything. I literally haven't lost any data. Funny enough, the VOD that's gonna go up on YouTube, the local version of this, is gonna have you guys going, wait, that stream died on it, and then it's gonna cut, and then it's gonna be this one. So I don't know. Anyways. Not the right one. This one. Okay, so we were in the middle of counting this shit before we died. Let's count our yellows. So, our yellows, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This gets replaced. This is still a yellow, so it doesn't get replaced. So that means yellow goes from 6 to 5. We count blues. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 blues. One of them stays, so that doesn't change. One of them becomes a red. So this is now red, so there are only 4. So this goes to 4. Now in theory there are 3 reds, but the red gets replaced here. The red goes from 2 to 2, but we tried that. Maybe this is just full replacement, like as in if there is something on this sheet, it does not count anymore. If that's the case, that would be minus 1, 2. Be 2 down, which would make this a 4. Stop it. This would be 2 more down, which would be a 3. And this is a 1. I checked which symbols on the grid overlap with the symbols on the fabric. I think that's how you get the second code. Skip it over it, you bastard. This seems so jank. This doesn't seem like the way you should do this. Because the 5 overlaps the yellow, the pill in the fabric overlaps a pill, bottle over a pill, 4 over a bottle, triangle over a triangle. Oh, is it that? It's 2 oh my god. Is it really that? I'll take it. I don't give a fuck anymore. That is dumb as fuck. Alright, whatever. What's in the other MacGuffin? Alright, what was the other word you were asking me to spell, you cheeky fucker? What was this other word? Could I have sussed it out? Oh, found? Really? It's just found. F-O-U-N-D. You asking if you could have found it? I would not have gotten that. Let me just be straight. The logic that they wanted for putting this over the top of it and then counting what was underneath, I wouldn't have gotten that. Or it would have taken me a really long time. Nice. You could have spelled a lot of 5-letter words. I did actually see a couple of other 5-letter words, but found wasn't the right one. I would have absolutely loved it if I had just galaxy brained and saw found and just did it. Yep. This has been extremely entertaining. I'm glad I could suffer for you guys. Why are we here? Just to suffer. Like, like, in my head, if I was sussing it out, the logic would have gone, okay, we found the first password, but I can still take the cloth. Clearly, I have to use the cloth somewhere else in the room in order to get going. The only thing the cloth matches would have been that, and I would have just kept going. Wiki says cured was the file password and found was the escape password, but it's looking like it's the other way around here for some reason. Yeah. The second code puzzle was obtuse. I didn't understand it. Yeah, I get the idea, but that's such an obscure concept that, man, I wouldn't have gotten it. All right. Also, fun note, my gums are hurting. I'm going to take me some prescription pain. Ibuprofen. Because, fuck. I would have tested all the words I could make. Yeah, no, what y'all didn't see, and I'll come up here for it. I literally made a grid of all the letters after I went through it. I wrote it all down and I was just staring at it for a second like, what words can I find? But, okay. Cool. And then the other password was... Oh, you guys can't see that. Ah! Hit the button. Button? Hey, I'm glad we figured it out. I mean, I understand the logic, but man, that was some jank logic. Let me just straight away say that. That was some jank logic. I told you had a migraine at work today, but work didn't help. I was looking into why, after completing decontamination, a soldier took off all of his protective gear and then put it back on. That sounds like a bad idea. Oh. That seems like it. What's inside? First we got the map. Take a close look at it later. Odd. They're like extremely sore. Not even where the cavity got filled. It's where the injection went. Like This is right about, like, this is right where I'm feeling it, and this is right about where the nerve is that they have to inject when they are doing dental work on this side. Turns out it's working as intended. A directive take it off is given when decontaminated, but his situational awareness saw that others were being infected by a hazard, so he felt needed protection. Hold on a minute. He's thinking. Not necessarily what a soldier always needs to be doing, I think. But good on him for, like, recognizing something was weird and taking the steps needed. Cards. The old sun cards. You can use them to open the AB rooms, but how am I supposed to get back to the warehouse? That's where all the AB rooms are. We can go back the way we came, but the door's locked. Read this note. More rules for you. Looks like once you've opened a door, you can hop through it as many times as you like. Automatic doors are like that too. Once you open them, oh yeah, we already read this. So it's saying that once we get out of here, we'll be able to head back to the warehouse? Yeah. Another piece. Oh, this is the newspaper that tells us about Radical 6. It's a simulation software. I have to figure out what I should do, if anything. That is a good question. Oh. Mouth pain is some of the worst. Like, it's right on that spot where they did the injection, and my god, that is painful. WHO has confirmed that the death toll is over 100, past 100K. You need quarantine if any infected is extremely advised. Oh, it's Radical 6. Wait, quarantine? No way. We can't talk. We can talk about this later. Right now, we need to get out of here as fast as we can. Forget it. Just do what I tell you to do. This thing in the safe is probably the key. We can get out of here? He's nodding. All right, here we go. 3, 2, 1. We got both, and we got out. I wonder if the game would have knocked me slightly, or not if I had just not opened up the right side of that cabinet and just ignored those pieces.
This actually works.
Oh, I don't know. Only one way to find out, though.
Hey, someone's coming.
I think we're in new-ish territory still, because we've not seen any of this yet. I don't think. Luna, Clover, and Kay.
With Dio, Quark, and Alice tagging along, looks like.
What's going on here?
We bumped into them a little while ago.
Who'd have thought we'd bump into you too?
Let me see the map.
Oh, sure. We're here. Ah, I get it. All 3 routes end up here.
Map. It's just like the one we found in the crew quarters.
Crew quarters?
Oh, we found a map like that too. There was one in the lounge.
Lounge? Anyway, ours was in the infirmary.
Maybe we should sit down for a bit and exchange information.
No, there's plenty of time for that after we check out this elevator.
Well, looks like we don't have a choice then. We gotta head back. Sigma, where's that note you found?
Right.
Oh? Did it say something like supplementary rules? Because if it did, we have one too. We found ours in the crew quarters.
Yeah, we got one of those. Found it in a safe in the lounge.
That's true, then we can all go back the way we came and get to the warehouse.
I don't think Zero's saying we can. I think he's saying we have to. Otherwise, what's the point of that key card?
I'm about to do some stuff that was recommended by my parents actually for dental work, which is I'm about to go into the kitchen, get a bunch of salt and dump it in some warm water and then swish around with some warm salt water. It's gonna taste delicious. And maybe that's supposed to help like the healing process along a little faster. I'm to the point where I'm definitely gonna do that because
You mean this? The Ambidex room key.
We found some too.
makes 6 then. 1 for each AB room.
Let's head back to the warehouse.
So when Zero says jump, we say how high, huh?
This is the infirmary then. We were able to walk right in, just like the note said.
That means you can come visit the lounge too. You'd like it, Grandpa. There's lots of alcohol. They've even got some of your favorite.
Oh, well, that sounds great. Maybe I'll go have a drink later.
The hell, man? How are you so damn calm?
Wait, Grandpa, Mioji and Quark know each other? Are they related? I was about to ask that when something else caught my attention. Someone behind the divider was talking to someone. Take a look around.
Do you think there's a connection?
I can't be sure yet, but there's no way this is all just coincidence.
Ooh.
Yeah. There's even a 0.
Whatever it is that's going on, we need to get in touch with headquarters and fast.
Yeah, I agree. They've probably figured out we're gone by now.
Yeah,
Do you think they'll find us?
let's hope so.
Why are these two connected? Ooh. Oh, God. Man, this is getting distracting.
Oh, you're finally done. You were taking so long. I hopped off for a little nap.
The streamer you watched complained to the travel scenes on the map. They were too slow. Whatever. It's like loading screens.
For yawning? Really? You're just a computer program. You don't get tired.
Hey, P.O. My temper's got a hair trigger, and you're awfully close to pulling it. So I'd watch my mouth if I were you. Otherwise...
Well, do you really need me to spell it out?
Forget it.
That's a...
Igor and myself each gave a card to Luna, Alice, and Temioji. We headed to the AV rooms. Wasn't really any discussion of who'd go into which door. Fi and I found ourselves heading to the leftmost room. Everybody else has already gone in. Are we heading too?
Why are you asking me? Just hurry up and get in there.
Okay.
An Ambidex gate has been opened.
A bunch of them, in fact.
45 minutes remain until Ambidex game polling closes.
What? Game's got a time limit? What? 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 What the hell? Who's this?
Fuck if I know. Look, it doesn't matter who she is. Just get everybody over here.
This is the. I think this is the one we went in. Hey, guys, get over here. We found someone. There's a lady over here. She's unconscious. I didn't wait for a response. I just turned around and followed Fi into the room. We knelt down next to the woman and turned her over as gently as we could manage. And that was all that greeted us was blood. She's covered in blood. Laying down to listen to her at her mouth. Nothing. No breathing. Shaking hands, I felt against her neck for a pulse. No movement. Cold skin.
What the hell were you yelling at? What's going on here?
Is she?
Quark, don't look. Somebody get Quark out of here.
Okay. Come on, Quark.
Then she's...
Yeah, not breathing. I can't find a pulse. The body's already cold, so I'm guessing she was murdered a while ago.
Murdered?
Does this look like an accident or a suicide to you?
Looks like she was stabbed. Don't see a weapon around here, though. That means either the killer took it with them, or it was part of them.
Part of them?
Well, if someone was strong enough and they had metal hands, then they might be able to stab someone in the heart.
Okay. We need to talk for a second.
What are you suggesting?
It's just a joke.
Is it?
Don't take it so seriously. Whatever. If we examine the wound, we'll probably get a better idea of what the weapon was. Let's get her to the infirmary. She might be old, but she's still a woman. If we're going to do an autopsy, she should have some privacy. Come on, boys, let's go.
Well, she's taking charge. Hey, Dio and I gingerly lifted the woman up and carried her to the infirmary. Perhaps he just didn't consider himself one of the boys, or maybe something else. But whatever the reason, Temioji only stared. The body was rigid, like a rope pulled almost to its breaking point. But it was his eyes that caught my attention. He wasn't staring at us. Not quite. More like he was staring towards us. A smoldering spark of something burning silently behind his gaze. It wasn't until we were almost to the infirmary that I realized Temioji hadn't spoken a single word since the moment we found the body. I turned to look back at him. Following us at a distance, his breathing heavy and labored and movement slow and shuffling. If his body was really made of lead. The old woman's body was surprisingly light. Carrying her felt almost like carrying an old dry piece of wood. We set her down carefully in the infirmary bed as we were afraid she might break. Looks so peaceful. Almost like she's going to wake up at any minute now.
Maybe she didn't suffer much when she died.
Let's hope so.
Anyway, I feel a little bad about doing this, but I think we need to examine her.
You mean like an autopsy or something?
I'm just going to have a look at the wound. If we had a coroner, then it would be a different story, but...
Oh, she's actually a coroner.
What?
I have a medical license.
Oh, is she? Oh, wait, is she?
You're a nurse?
No.
You're a doctor?
Well, I'm not exactly a coroner.
Oh, okay. I was gonna be like, well, that would be kind of an interesting reveal. It's like, wait, she's a coroner? Really?
Interesting. I guess you really can't judge a book by its cover, can you?
Sorry.
You don't need to apologize.
Are you really going to perform an autopsy?
Oh, I won't really be doing it. I think that machine over there is a medical scanner. It's called an ATOM. It uses nuclear magnetic resonance imaging to examine and diagnose people.
Okay. You think you can use it to perform an autopsy of some
Yes.
kind?
I think I should be able to manage that.
Luna ran the scanner over the body and then turned back to the terminal. The display filled up with text, most of it rather technical. Text: female, estimated age 65 to 75, diagnosed deceased, cause of death exsanguination, time of death 3 to 4 hours, damage trajectory, weapon entered through the 4th intercostal, piercing heart, wound characteristics, wound margin, clean, continuous, angles 1 sharp, 1 blunt, wound cavity 150 millimeters, wound length 30 millimeters, wound width 3 millimeters. Conclusion: based on the characteristics described above, there's 95% chance the move was caused by a sharp, single-bladed instrument. Huh? Yeah, I don't really get it. What's the mean by instrument? Was she stabbed by a clarinet or something? I mean, how fucking thin do you think the mouthpieces on a clarinet are? Found it. She can't be cured. Ah!
It means a tool of some sort. A knife, probably.
In other words, she was stabbed in the heart, right?
Yes.
Well, I suppose that clears me of suspicion.
Knives. All of a sudden, he just like procures knives in between his fingers, and it's just like, okay, please no.
Sorry, but no.
Why? Please, don't tell me you think my hand can somehow turn into a knife.
Shing!
I told you that was a joke.
Then why am I still a suspect?
We found the old lady in one of the AB rooms. Specifically, the one farthest to the left. Before we went in there, only 2 other people had been in that room.
Oh, that's right. He did come out of that one. I had them in the wrong spot. Oh, shit. Him and Quark came out of that room.
You and Clover.
Oh, Clover. But whatever.
Only one of you was conscious.
Phi, please, stop joking around. I assure you, there was no one else in that room besides Clover when I woke up. She must have been put there later.
But the door was locked, right? I don't think anyone could have gotten in without the key.
Perhaps, but there was a hatch on the ceiling, remember?
Yes, there was. But Zero said he locked all the hatches.
Well, if he was telling the truth, nobody could have gotten in there after you 2 left. Which means...
Fucking bastard!
He's just looking for an excuse to distrust a robot.
Why'd you kill her, Kay? I knew it. You're him, aren't you? You're the real Zero.
Wait a minute, please. Just calm down. You aren't making sense. Let's suppose I am Zero. Why would I do something that would obviously cast suspicion on me?
Well, because you figured we'd think that. And you'd throw us off the trail by doing the exact opposite.
Oh god, he's trying to play 4D chess. Don't do it, Dio. It's not your best thing.
That's not a logical argument. Still, you do have at least half a point. Your argument doesn't confirm my guilt, but it does show us where we should be looking. The real Zero. The person who brought us here is likely the person who murdered that woman. Doesn't that seem like the most reasonable answer?
I guess. Yeah, that makes sense. If Zero was the murderer, then they could open anything they wanted to. I mean, didn't Zero say something about that?
I live in the master computer. That means all the electronic doors in this whole
The IP program's actually kicking in.
line are under
Alright, we're doing good.
control.
Exactly. Also, consider this. If the murderer isn't Zero, why would the AI Zero stay silent? He told us that his job was to make sure the game ran smoothly, but now the unexpected has happened, and he says nothing. Why would he do that? If he can see everything we do, then he must know who killed the old woman. So why has he kept his silence? The answer is simple. The murderer is Zero. Or rather, Zero Senior, I suppose you could say.
And we haven't actually defined them yet.
He likely ordered Zero Jr., the AI, to keep his identity hidden. If Zero Jr. told us about the murder, then Zero Senior's identity would be compromised. There is something else to consider as well.
Oh my god, Phoenix, is that you underneath there?
Perhaps this murder was not unexpected.
Makoto, did you get your voice really deep all of a sudden?
Zero Senior murdered her, just as planned. Death is only another part of the game.
Killing someone is just part of the game to him?
Well, there's no way to know for sure, but I would assume so.
10 minutes remain until Ambidex game polling closes. All players, please enter your votes. If no vote is recorded before the deadline has passed, any non-voting parties will automatically ally.
Whoa, what was that?
I don't know.
Well, one thing's for sure.
And that is...
If we don't go vote, something bad's going to happen.
You see? Just as I said. Zero Jr. ensures the game continues, even though someone has died. All of this is part of Zero Sr.'s plan.
Let's get back to the warehouse. If we all head to the AB rooms, maybe we'll see Zero Jr. After all, he told us he'd give us specifics once we gone in.
Well, this just got really weird. Like, really weird. Because around the time that we got new people like new dead bodies showing up in 999 is when everything started to go to hell. We're ready to go. We're really going in there? I don't want to. I mean, there was a dead lady in there just a few minutes ago, and now we're going to find another dead body, and they're teleporting them in, and everything's just gone bad, and...
What? Are you worried there's a ghost or something?
Maybe. I mean, no. Of course not. That would be silly. Just didn't bother you?
No, I don't believe in ghosts. I feel bad that she died, of course. But there's not really anything I can do about that, is there?
Damn, you're pretty cold, you know that?
I prefer bold, but whatever. Just don't let emotions get in the way.
That's pretty much the definition of cold. Oh no, we've cornered her with logic.
Anyway, let's go. Looks like the others have already gone in.
Fine. What is it? Kind of ghost or something?
No. Look at the screen. There's something there.
Screen? Alright, we've already read this. I don't think there's anything else I can do besides click start. And there goes the door.
Yep.
Hooray! Everybody's finally here! I've been waiting.
So have we. We got some questions for you, Zero. Who's the old woman?
Ugh. Will all of you please stop bombarding me with questions?
Oh god, fucking everybody's asking the same questions. If no one votes, everyone automatically allies. So if you keep everyone from voting, you can all trust each other. The only way to win the game is to not play at all. Ah, but that's where it gets stupid. Because if nobody votes in a specific group, so there's the 3 color groups that everybody's in, the pair and the individual, and we've got 3 sets of those. So in the individual, in that set of pairs, so there's the group of 2 and the group of 1. If neither side votes, everybody gets punished. Everybody dies. So nobody voting, trying to auto ally means everybody dies. So it's bad. That is a rule that we have discovered later in the game. I don't. Yeah. Not voting is not an option. If the pair and the solo of a color both refuse to vote, then everybody gets penalized. So it's not even if only one group does it. It's literally if somebody from each color group does not vote, everybody dies. We found this much later in the route over here in this set of escape rooms. So we're dealing with it. All?
The other people in the other rooms are asking me stuff just like you are, Siggy. I guess you probably can't hear them since these rooms are completely
Fair enough. I'm not 100% familiar with this game. Maybe 20%. Yeah, I mean, like I said, that was something I think we discovered it just before you got to the stream. And it really hasn't come up again since then. But it is something that we know And it is also something that Zero Junior, as we're calling him that, has specifically neglected to mention to anybody in the group yet. So in theory, everybody could just go, well, nobody's going to vote, and we all ally, and then everybody gets 2 points. And we just do that 2 more times, and then everybody gets 9, and we're all out. But that's not how it works.
B.O. is especially loud.
He is the ringleader. He's literally the ringleader of a circus. He has to be loud as hell.
For real, B.O. I need you to shut up. There isn't much time. I gotta hurry and explain all this stuff, or the game will end before I'm done. So, no more questions from now on. No answers for anybody, okay? You just have to wait. Now, let's get this party started. Let me tell you about the AB game. Since it's a game, you're obviously going to have an effect. For example,
all right, so now we're
Siggy and Fido paired up with Ten Mioldi and went through the yellow door.
So basically, if you haven't been here before for this, he's explaining what the AB game, the ambidextrous game, is supposed to be. It is basically we are against the person that we went into the chromatic door with. Either a solo player is paired with the pair of people, and they're each in separate rooms that are all soundproof, and you basically are playing prisoner's dilemma in the idea that you either choose to ally or betray. If you both ally, well, then you both get 2 points. If you ally and then you get betrayed, you lose 3 points, or you lose 2 points. If you betray and they ally, you gain 3 points. So in the betray ally, there's a difference of 5-point shifting. Whoever allied loses points, and whoever betrayed gets more points than normal, and if you both allied. If you both betray, there's a net 0 or nobody gains or loses any points. So
that means that Siggy and Fido will be playing against Ten Mioldi. And it goes the other way too. Ten Mioldi's opponent will be Siggy and Fido. Obviously, that means Potassium and Cleaver's enemy will be me.
Cleaver. Oh, I mean, sure.
First enemy will be Alas. Well, I guess enemy isn't really the right word after all.
Oh, and so here's the explanation. If you ever see me do tap tap and it starts skipping a bunch of shit, it's because we've heard these exact lines already. Armor around everywhere, but that bracelet has to be on his skin. Yeah, like the armor that he's wearing is like built, has like the watch is on his, is actually directly on his skin, and then the armor is built around it, and you can like you can see the watch face through the like the top of the gauntlet, and it's like kind of weird. Then again, it's K. He's kind of weird. He's not a robot? Question mark? That's actually the appropriate response. We're not even sure he's human.
I think that about does it for the basic rules. Well, actually, there's a little bit more, but it'll just have to wait, I guess.
That's the explanation that I just gave you, where if both parties in a color don't vote, then everybody dies.
After all, it's almost time!
Hey, wait.
No, I won't wait, and I can't wait. Didn't you hear me? It is time!
1 minute remains until Ambidex game polling closes.
You see, it's time for me to be hopping on out of here. See you later! Have a nice trauma!
We don't have time to talk about this. Rock, paper, scissors.
What, rock, paper, scissors?
We have to decide who's gonna press the button.
And you think that's a good way to decide?
Just shut up and do it.
All right, chat. What's your logic? What are we doing here? Do we try to fake her out and be like, haha, we're going with? It's like 1, 2. I mean, Lizard. Oh God, she looks like somebody who would have like the lizard gambit completely planned out in her head, so she would know that's coming. We can't go with that. I mean, we could just try papercraft, which is I don't know, flip a coin in our head and say like paper or scissors. I mean, that's always an option. need glue to do that. We don't have glue here.
1, 2, 3.
Oh shit! It's actually a choice. Is this a 3 spot? Is there a? Okay, there's not a 3 spot here. I would have absolutely loved it if there was a 3 spot here. All right. There is the pausa. Who has that? Is that Linkus? That is absolutely Linkus. I don't think there's anybody else who would have a pausa link. All right. So I literally have no skin in the game. So I'm just going to do trust the dice. We're going to play trust the dice. So 1 and 2 are going to be rock. 3 and 4, I can't even get this right, are going to be scissors. 5 and 6 are going to be tail. Are going to be like going to be paper. Start of the Wind Waker. I'm actually going to just angle this shit down and show it to you. Sure, that's probably good enough. My name anywhere. Hi. Like right there. All right. So this is actually the spot we want to aim because you can see, y'all can see this. Y'all can see this. I mean, it's a 6, so we're going paper. 5 and 6 are going to be tails. Forgot how to play rock, paper, scissors? We go tails. Got it. Easy.
Rock.
Oh, we won! Bless RNG. Praise be to RNGesus, for he has shown us the way. Looks like I won.
Damn it. So what are you gonna pick?
Guess ally.
We're playing against Tenmyoji. Do you have any reason to think he won't betray you?
Guess not.
Yeah, if he does, what does that make our BP?
Oh, we're at 1. That's not hopeless. I mean, sure, we'll be a little further away from the goal, but all we gotta do is earn those points back.
And when will we do that?
Okay, well, I don't actually know. You're asking me a lot of questions that I don't know here. It's pretty obvious that we'll be playing this game more than once. After all, we can't get to 9 if we don't.
10 seconds remain until Ambidex game polling closes.
This motherfucker is gonna betray the shit out of us. I already know it's going to happen, and I'm going to still pick ally because we trying to be good boys here. We trying. All right.
Well, you won. The decision's yours. Now decide: ally or betray.
3, 2.
Jesus, we're waiting till the
1.
last possible fucking second. In the last moment before the counter reached 0, I made my choice. This motherfucker's gonna betray us. I already know. It's gonna happen.
Round 1 of the Ambidex game has been completed.
Which route are we on right now? We are on the center route. Going through the yellow door. And we are about to decide, we're about to find out how fucky our route choice gets in about 10 seconds. Or however long it takes for us to walk out and get the results.
Results. Thank you. Ambidex game.
Good junk. Middle-ish, yeah, we're going down center route right now. When I stepped out of the AB room, I could see the others running towards the projection. Boop, boop. Oh, Tenmyoji was left behind. Oh god, I didn't even consider that Tenmyoji might be in a really weird state because I'm betting he knows who that lady was. Tenmyoji was left behind, his footsteps a slow, heavy plod. Plod, 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 plod. What had to happen to make him like that?
So you chose Ally, huh?
Yeah. You don't get to complain. I won, remember?
Not complaining. I just think you're being a little soft-hearted.
Aw, you worry too much. I wonder if he even voted. I wonder if he's just so in his own fucking mind right now about what's going on that if he even voted. Temioji chose Ally too.
See, that's what I'm talking about. You don't have any facts, just misguided optimism.
Yo, what's up?
What's up?
Siggy! But hey, what are you kids doing over there? We're about to announce the results.
Let's go. You should have a look at those results.
Fine.
All right. I'm ready for it. My body's ready. Temioji betrayed us. I already know.
Good. Looks like you're all here.
Finally, let's get ready to rock!
Ambidex game!
Oh, I gotta hit a button.
Round 1!
The results!
Oh, I forgot there's another part. Whatever. Fuck it.
If everybody would please direct their eyes to this monitor.
All right. What do we got? Again, the bunny has been an incredibly good character. All right. So Ally. Oh, no. Oh, no. Wow. Everybody's a dick on this route. Everybody's a dick. This is not like any of the other routes where there was even one pair that allied. Not even one pair of people allied on this. Everybody's a dick, and I love it. What does that put us on? Oh, so we get a decision real fast. Oh boy.
Here are the results. Now, let us check the numbers.
She's gonna be mad, but she should learn to be better at rock, paper, scissors.
Fi, sorry.
Why? Temioji, why? I trusted you.
Look, I said I was sorry.
Yeah, sure you were.
See? I told you. A soft heart is the easiest to break. Do you understand what kind of game this is now?
Just tell me one thing, Temioji. Why'd you do it?
Are you serious? Someone's dead, and not just dead, murdered. I got no reason to think that murderer wasn't one of you.
Sure, alright.
Only an idiot trusts someone he's never met when there's a killer on the loose.
I love how everybody has this logic of you shouldn't trust somebody you never know. Only when they're the ones betraying. They get so pissy when we're the ones betraying them, and we just throw that logic back in their face. I was ready for it. My body was ready for it. I wasn't ready for the rest of the group to be betrayed.
You think I had a choice? Right. I think that's enough for me. I'm old, and I'm tired.
Uh-huh. Sure, buddy.
So tired.
Uh-huh. Yeah, just drop that old card right there. Just like, wapa, I'm old. Haha, it counters your attack. Temioji shuffled off. Same weight I'd seen earlier, sitting heavy on his shoulders. Only then I noticed an angry voice nearby.
Hey!
Oh, well now she's pissed at these motherfuckers.
What the hell is this?
Hey, look, lady, I was gonna choose Ally, I swear to God.
I love how he just lies through his fucking teeth, because there's no way.
But just as I'm about to do it, this little bastard runs in and hits the betray button.
Uh-huh.
What?
Oh, come on. Really gonna just try and play it dumb, huh? You're a manipulative little twerp, aren't you?
Quark, is he telling the truth? Were you the one who chose betray?
No!
Oh, maybe that actually is what happened. Oh, shit.
I didn't do anything!
He's... Like, no, of course not. I absolutely didn't run over and smack the button to, like, betray. I wouldn't have done that. No. Of course not.
I didn't have a chance to do anything before Mr. Dio pressed the button! I'm telling the truth! I promise!
Sure, kid. Whatever. The cute and innocent act isn't gonna work.
No!
Fine. You just wait.
Alice turned on her heel and stormed off before Quark could reply, leaving him alone with Dio.
Man, this is all your fault, Quark.
My fault? Why are you blaming me? How could you do that, Mr. Dio? You're a jerk.
This guy's a jerk. Moved silently away to let them stare daggers at one another. It seemed that theirs wasn't the only team facing some friction, however.
We aren't trying to blame you.
But, I mean, if you just think about it, wouldn't it make sense to choose betray?
Forget it. I understand now. It was silly of me to trust you guys.
Oh, this is the route where everybody's gonna murder everybody else. The air in the room seemed to turn thick and sour, hanging over us like a brooding, angry cloud. It's a grim omen of darker times to come. There's not gonna be a route where everybody just chooses ally 3 times in a row and we just win.
What makes you think we'll be having another round?
Well, you said round 1. If there's...
Alright. So, beep beep boop a doop a doop. Pairs are getting shuffled.
I'd say it's going to be Alas or Siggy. Or Fido. Or maybe Mooney. Or maybe everyone.
What?
Why?
Yeah. Why am I going to die?
I guess I can tell you why. Anyone whose BP drops to 0 gets penalized. Just like when you break the rules.
I actually just missed a line that I reread in chat, and yes, I am doing my rights right to left, just like I read my manga.
I'm pretty sure I already told you what the penalty is.
I mean, the needles in our braces are going to activate, and we die.
Correct, Siggy. Full marks.
I get it. Sigma, Phi, Alice, and I only have 1 BP. If any of us chose ally and got betrayed, our BP would drop below 0.
What? What the hell? This is important stuff. Why didn't you tell us about this earlier?
Sorry.
Sorry's not going to cut it. I thought you were supposed to tell us the rules, not hide them.
Well...
Is there anything else you've conveniently left out? It's not fair to make people play a game without explaining all the rules.
Only if the game is designed around the rules being figured out halfway through.
I think it's fair. After all, it's not like anybody else knew.
Alright, skipping color changed. Magenta.
Mine's magenta too.
Me too.
Oh shit. That's not a good pairing. Oh no. Fuck, we're not. I was hoping we'd get paired against somebody who also had a 1 so we had an incentive.
Hey, wait! It wasn't just the color that changed. I'm a solo now.
The Clover and I are still pairs though.
I'm a yellow pair now.
I am yellow as well, but it seems I'm still a pair.
I love how it just looks like the watch face is floating in a vat of I don't know, translucent fluid or something. He's not pairing against you, he's pairing against the team he goes through the door with. Yeah.
Then who's the yellow solo?
Me.
Still a solo. Looks like I'm cyan.
I'm a cyan pair. Aren't you one too?
Yeah, says pear, and the color's cyan.
When did they change?
Also.
Back when the AB gates closed.
I don't know.
As soon as the
Like,
gates closed,
part of me's like,
your
are we
colors
ever going to get a
get all
situation?
shuffled up automatically.
I'm wondering if we're ever going to get to this situation where we are going to be paired with somebody as the MC, where our opponent in the AB game chooses the same thing we do and we neutral out, or we just both agree to be like, let's do this.
The pair and solo assignments hop around a bit too. And Of course, it's totally random.
That's what he wants us to think.
No rules or anything.
All right, so we skipping around. This is the hey. Here's how I got got by Zero Senior. What is happening to me? With a few minutes wallowing in misery, figured at least it deserves some self-pity. But even I knew that brooding and whining wasn't going to get me anywhere. Like Kay said, we need to at least try to find another way out. I shook my head, stood up straight, and headed off. By the end, we're going to find out the bracelets were fake. I know it's what happened on the last one. Oh no, the bracelets were absolutely real. And there were absolutely bombs in our stomachs.
Oh, Sigma.
I think. Pretty sure.
Well, have you found anything?
No. What about
Nothing.
you?
I looked through 3 or 4 of the rooms in here. No secret passages so far.
I don't think we're gonna find any. Do you really think Zero Senior is that stupid?
You're probably right. A secret passageway would be a pretty serious oversight. I have a lot of choice adjectives for Zero, but I admit stupid isn't one of them.
Bombs in your stomach? 999. Only 2 bombs. Wait. Hold the fuck up. Wait a minute. I thought all the bombs were real. I know that technically only 2 bombs actually exploded. Well, no. One of them was definitely a player. He was the 9th man. He had a bomb in his stomach. The fake guy had a bomb in his stomach. And I mean, technically nobody else's bomb actually exploded, but did I just miss a detail or something in the last game? Because I didn't remember that being a thing. I was like, oh, their bombs never went off or some shit like that. Because the bracelets got deactivated because they got out. So the explosive just, I don't know, did shit. Who knows? I would go look stuff up to confirm if I'm right or not, but there's also a part of me that knows that is like one of the most dangerous games you can play whenever you're going through a story-based game, is going to look up shit on the wiki. That is like asking for trouble. The 9th man's bomb was definitely real. Yeah. We know that. The fake snake's bomb was real. We know that. I wonder if that meant there was actually a bomb in Ace. I wonder if that regardless, I will look up. I'm gonna do like a wiki deep dive as soon as I'm done with all 3 of these games. Something like that. Again, maybe I'm just misremembering things. I could be remembering it wrong. I wouldn't be surprised if I'm remembering it wrong. But yeah. There's going to be like a wiki lore deep dive shenanigans that I'm going to get into when these games are done. And I'm going to enjoy every fucking minute of it once I do it. But you can't jump to dessert right away. You got to have your 3-course meal before you hit dessert. And you could just have dessert early. There's nothing stopping you from having dessert early. But dessert early means you don't get to enjoy your meals, the 3-course meal you've set aside for yourself. So, I don't remember that at all. I legit don't remember that at all. I legit don't remember this. I don't remember this at all.
Right?
there's something I've been wondering about.
What?
So where does somebody work that they dress like that? What exactly is the deal with you two?
What do you mean?
Well, you obviously know each other pretty well.
Yeah, we do. We're half sisters.
I don't believe that for a fucking second.
Any chance you'd buy that one?
Then what do you think we are?
I didn't feel like playing games. What's headquarters supposed to mean?
What?
I heard you two talking in the infirmary. Oh. Said something about getting in touch with headquarters.
Alice, what should we do?
Alice laid her hands on her hips and sighed.
Clover and I are co-workers.
I believe that a little bit more than I believe half sisters. Okay. Where do you work? Where do you co-work?
We can't tell you that.
Why not? Some sort of secret government project you can't talk about?
You can tell yourself that if it makes you feel better.
Does that have something to do with Zero?
Well, why would you think that?
Because you're suddenly very nervous about the fact that I'm thinking this? You seem to know more about Zero than you're letting on, Clover. The way you were talking in the infirmary. Zero. Sure sounds like you heard of a Zero before to me. Alice, what you two were saying, I bet you know something about Zero too. Come on, you can't hide it forever. Just tell me what's going on here.
Well, this isn't the first time something like this has happened.
Clover.
It's okay. I think we can tell him a little.
I mean, listen. The man is trying to get you to tell him something. Anything. You don't have to tell him. He's like, what's in this mug? Well, there's stuff in there. Can't tell me anything about it. It's a liquid of some kind. Well, and then you don't have to give him, well, the chemical composition of everything inside the mug is 35% water, 20% sugar, 15% more sugar, flavoring. You don't have to do that. Just give him this little, tidbit. Just be like, give him a sip. You don't have to chug the entire thing right away. Something that'll satiate him so he gets off your ass. What do you mean this isn't the first time?
About a year ago, 9 people were kidnapped and forced to play a game. The rules were different, but it was called the nonary game too. Oh, wait, I guess only 7 of them were really kidnapped. I mean, 2 of them were actually the ones behind it. No, I guess if I count the other 2, then there were 9. Anyway, the people behind that nonary game also called themselves Zero.
Whoa. Hold on there, Clover. Can you give me more details? Besides, how do you even know about this in the first place?
Because I was part of it. I was one of the people who got kidnapped.
God, I was like, I was thinking this entire time, I'm like, if this is somehow not the Clover from the first game, from 999, I was going to be like, how in the fuck are you going to do this to me, game? How are you going to give me literally all these clues and be like, no? What? I mean, this is your second notary game?
No.
Your third.
It's my third.
Wait, so she was 19 in the first game? I thought she was younger than that. I thought she was like 17 in the first game.
The
Third?
same thing happened 10 years ago.
Wait. What are you... That means you have to have had something to do with this.
I guess you could say that.
What do you mean, you guess? How could you not? Whoever keeps doing these notary games must have decided they want you to play a third one.
No, I don't think so.
Why not?
Because the game was run by a different person both times. And the guy behind the first nonary game has already been arrested.
Well, thank God. What about the second one? You said there were 2 people for that one.
they're still on the run, but...
Then it has to be them.
No. I really don't think so.
Why?
Because they already did what they were trying to do.
Please, please, Clover, I want you to say the words morphogenetic fields. Just for old time's sake. Just give me one. Just give me one morphogenetic. I just need it.
There's no way they'd have another nonary game.
Okay, well, that makes absolutely no sense. Let me see if I have this straight. The nonary game has already been done twice by different people and for different reasons.
Yes. Well, I can't be totally sure, but I think so.
Santa. Then why is whoever doing this calling it the nonary game? Isn't it just a coincidence they're calling themselves Zero?
I don't know.
It's not good enough. You've got to think. Clover, you keep figuring all this out. But you've got to think.
But I don't know. Oh.
What?
The gas mask.
Gas mask? Oh yeah, I saw it too. But what about it?
Well, somebody in a gas mask showed up and used that white smoke stuff on me. That's what happened a year ago. And that's what happened on the 22nd. Someone with a gas mask attacked Alice and me while we were...
Whoa, then it's got to be the same person.
But I don't know why they do that. I mean, they already did what they needed to do. And if it was them, then I don't know why all these other people are here. Except for me and Alice. None of you guys have anything to do with what happened a year ago, right?
Yeah, well, I mean, I know I didn't have anything to do with it. Are you sure you've never met any of the other people here?
Yeah, I'm sure. I know I've never met Luna, or Dio, or Tenmyoji, or Quark, or Phi.
I was going to say, Tenmyoji seems to know you, and I'm not sure how he knows you, but...
But... Kay...
Right. There's no way to know who he is under that armor. And if his memory loss is real, he wouldn't know even if he had met any of us.
Okay, who got stuck in... Really can't say a specific word around my phone, or my phone is listening well enough that it tries to do a thing. It's complicated.
Unless we can get that mask off him, I can't say for sure if I've met him before or not.
Can I just start calling K Robo Justice? Can we just do that? Because I'm surprised nobody has gone up to him and be like, is there any, like, way to take this helmet off? Maybe we could help? Okay, keep going. What happened with the first and second notary games? Maybe they can tell us something. Robo Feeny. Or she could respond, Alice spoke up.
Sorry, but I think that's all you're going to get.
What? What? No, it wasn't. She was absolutely going to start telling me more stuff.
We
Why?
don't have any proof that you're not Zero Senior. If you are, then she'd be telling our enemy all our secrets. I can't let that happen.
Are you an idiot? For one, I'm not Zero. Second, even if I was, I already know everything you're refusing to tell me. There's no reason for you to do this.
I wouldn't say that. Maybe there's something we know that Zero Senior doesn't.
And that is bonus. When my dad says hi in my name. Oh, this is way sillier idea. Feeny bot.
Are you deaf? I said we're not telling you.
Wait, does that mean... Oh god, it's the wrong direction. Can't spell. Is it... I think it's the 2000... Is it the 2004 one or is it the 2002 one? I can never remember. Does this make is this Kay's theme now? It's just every time he's talking, this is what's starting to play? Because I mean, I can make that happen. Alice is Santa. Is Alice Santa's sister? No, it is not. It is not June. It's not a Kane. Kane certainly, sir, shit did not look like that. So we had Clover, which we never found out her real name. We had Lotus, who was the mother. Ye old MILF. We had and then I think the only other one was June, which was a Kane. There were 3 females, right? He's not here. He doesn't get his theme played. Never mind. We've been new up to the year ago. Yeah, it's very true. But we gotta remember, at the very end of the true ending for 999, we saw Alice in the desert. We don't know exactly who she is, but we saw her ass in the desert. Are you dead? Oh.
Let's go, Clover. There's one more room we haven't visited.
Oh, okay. Coming.
Hey, hold on a minute.
Goodbye.
The word that was that appropriately described how they left, the room would be stalked. And now we're trapped in here. I could have followed them, sure, but it was clear I wouldn't be getting any more information out of Alice or Clover. Damn it. I kicked one of the lockers angrily, but it only rattled back at me. There wasn't anything more I could do. I moved on to a different room, took my hands in my pockets, and headed off to... the end of the stream. Ah, God, I want to keep going. That was actually a good info dump. I like that little bit that we got at the end. Because now we have some more extra information. Yes. So the fact that he kicked that... No. Yes. Maybe. I think we were in room 1, so I think it was room 3 where the locker was. So... I think? Is that right? Maybe. It was one of these rooms, and yes, we did get stuck in here for 30 minutes because I forgot to click on a thing. So... that's gonna be it for me tonight. I've got to get ready to go to bed because I got to get up at 8 a.m. tomorrow morning for my last day of my support lead shift. So we are... call it here. One thank you guys all for showing up. You guys have all been awesome. Sorry about the weird drop. I still have, like... I have dropped 0 frames since I've restarted. Yeah, I don't even know. It doesn't make a damn bit of sense why I literally just... my connection died. He alive? That boy live? No, he's not live. Oh God. Well, sure. All right. Sure. All right. Nothing to worry about that then. It was very weird. I've not had that happen in a really long time. I'm not just gonna verify this. I'm not on my VPN because I just start turning my VPN off when I stream. Because like I can stream on the VPN that I have, but it does occasionally do that weird packet drop shit. So, but yeah. I'm pretty sure the next time I'm gonna get to stream, I might try to stream on Sunday. I'm not sure on that. At the end of 999, it was Alice that we saw. It was absolutely Alice. I am like almost 100% certain it was Alice at the end of 999. I might even just go look up my VOD. This is why I have all my VODs locally recorded. Old Mimikyu shirt. Because they make us think. Yeah, that is absolutely Alice. Same hair, same skin tone, well, I guess same body. Same design aesthetics. Jesus. Yeah, that was absolutely Alice. If it's not that Alice, then I don't know who the fuck was in the desert. But we haven't seen Akane since the end of the game, and I've been kind of curious what happened to her. Because I know that we hit the morphogenetic field, we had our connection, and we used that to save her in the past, so she got out. Which you think Ace would have gone, oh, she accessed the morphogenetic field in the past. Timey-wimey, wibbly-wobbly bullshit. That's all you need to know. But, I'm not sure that I'm going to try to stream on Friday. Or not on Friday, on Sunday night. I don't know. That will be my next chance to stream. But I don't know if I'm going to stream, if that makes sense. I know I will definitely be back on Monday. So let's call it, let's play it by ear here. I will say there is a definite Monday stream coming in of VLR. Absolutely Hundo P, zero question in my mind. Sunday night, I don't know, and I can't tell you really until I get home Sunday night. So my friends and I, that are part of our normal board gaming group, one of them has access to a cabin up in like the North Georgia area, like way up North Georgia, like at least an hour north of where I am. And so it's this apparently very big, very nice cabin up a mountain or somewhere. And the idea is that we are gonna get like 8 of us to go up there in the cabin all weekend, and we're gonna play long ass board games. Oh, I'm sorry, I have to crank the sound on this one because this is like one of my favorite Family Jewel songs that he did. This cover of Coral Capers, it's just incredibly good. But anyways, I actually have to turn it down so I don't get drowned out, but very good. So we're gonna play like super long board games that are like board games that are like 4 hours plus all weekend, starting from like Friday evening on. And then we're going to be done Sunday just after lunch. And then I'm going over to a friend's place to do our next session of our Persona tabletop the Persona homebrew tabletop that he's done. We basically got the dungeon we did done, but we are in the process of, we're basically at the boss fight. And we didn't have enough time to finish it last session. And it should be a fairly short sequence of events that's happening, where the boss is not, like literally all you have to do is just walk, like we're at the boss door, you walk in, boss fight, a little bit of sequence after the boss fight, and then we're done and then we're done. There has been talk of Mario Party. I don't know if that's going to happen or not. I know I don't have a copy of Dokapon Kingdom. Somebody might though. One of my mods, if you've seen my mod Frostgecko around, he's actually he doesn't live he lives probably like 45 minutes away from me, and he is going to be up at this cabin with me as well. Awesome. He might have a copy. If anybody of our group is going to have a copy of it, he's going to have a copy of it. But Yeah, we're just gonna be playing board games all weekend. It's gonna be great. And then we're gonna have I'm gonna have the tabletop session, and that'll end probably around 9. There's only gonna be about like a 3 or 4 hour, like a 4-hour block, and it's gonna end around 9 because that's when we normally have to end. And then we usually hang out for like 30 minutes to an hour, and then I have to drive back, so it might be like 10:30ish. I don't know. Again, Sunday is a total toss-up. If you want to know if I'm going to be live on that day, you can hit the follow button that's like right by my name over here. It's like right up there. But otherwise, sure, whatever. Yeah. I've rambled for way longer than I thought I had. I need to go in and sign off, so I'm going to go ahead and head out of here, guys. Before I do, I need one kindness from each and every one of you. Have a good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night, good day, whatever happens to be wherever you are at. I will see you guys definitely Monday, maybe Sunday, for some more VLR. All right? All right. Later.